Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ashley Williams. I'm so happy to have you here. If you're not subscribed, I would love to have you guys subscribe and join part of my YouTube family. You guys can follow me also on Instagram. I'm on there much more than on YouTube, and I'll put my handle right here for you guys. At it's.ashley.williams. Sorry about that noise, that was my cat scratching. It's scratching close in the background if you heard that. Okay, so today's video is going to be all about weeks 16 through 20. There's not a whole lot as far as like symptoms and everything go to update. I'm pretty much just growing this belly now. I still have a little bit of nausea and fatigue here and there, but it's definitely a lot better than during the first trimester. But it still has lingered into the second trimester, which I didn't experience with my first two kids, but you know, they're so much older now and I am so much older now, so that could possibly be it. That's about it for my symptoms. I do want to tell you guys about the testing that we did, the blood screen that we did at 16 weeks. I went to my 16-week appointment, and that went fine. We heard the heartbeat, everything looked great. They took some blood to do the screening for trisomy 13, 18, and 21, I think is what it is. And 21 is Down syndrome. Excuse me. And they also look for spina bifida as well. So, yeah, everything was great with the appointment. Took my blood, went home. We did get a call. I got a call on a Friday morning, and for some reason I missed it. And I didn't see like a new voicemail thing or anything pop up on my phone. So Saturday, I was looking through my phone and saw that I had a missed call and message, and it was the doctor. She had called me on Friday. She wasn't even in her office, but she called me to say, hey, you know, something came up on your testing that we did, and so give me a call back so that my office can call me and I'll give you a call and we can talk about the results. And so that was on a Saturday. At first I was really nervous because I had forgotten that we were doing the testing on the baby, and I was thinking I just did my blood work for like my autoimmune levels. And so we're at the movies and I'm like dying in the movie because I'm worrying like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Are my liver levels back up? Like, what's going on? Am I okay? And then after the movie, I Googled and then realized, oh, they did the screening at the 16-week appointment. That's what that was. And so I looked up what they look for in the screening, and of course was absolutely terrified. I really did my best to not worry too much, which of course is hard when you're growing a life inside of you. I was really scared of what she was going to say, and I had to wait all the way until Monday to call her office and hear from her. So Saturday and Sunday were really, really hard. I almost kind of felt myself detach and not, I don't know how to say this right, but not like feel too loving and attached to the baby at that moment, because otherwise I was going to lose my mind and cry the whole time. But, you know, and of course I told my husband, and he was like, it's going to be fine, don't worry about it. And which is just really hard to do, but thankfully he kind of helped me keep my cool. And I texted my mom and my sister too. And they were like, don't worry, you know, just, there's nothing you can do about it right now. Just don't overstress and everything will be okay. So, so Monday morning, first thing, as soon as the office opened, I called them. Sorry about my voice. Left a message saying please have my doctor call me as soon as she can so she can discuss my results with me. So she called me in the early afternoon, and she said that just like with the getting things straight, right? Just like with the other testing that we did, the genetic testing, here we go. You know, nothing for Down syndrome or anything else popped up. All of those were fine. But she did say that the protein marker for spina bifida was a little bit high. She said it was like a decimal, you know, amount high. She told me what the range was and what mine was. And she told me that she's pretty sure that it was just like a negative, like a false positive kind of thing because it was so minutely high. And I'm sorry for getting so emotional about this right now, but pregnant hormones. So she told me, don't worry about it too much. It's just like decimals higher than what the top of the normal range was. So I did instantly feel better hearing that part of it. Of course, there still was some concern in my mind because you just never know. So she said that instead of doing our 20-week anatomy scan, that they would have a specialist, like, what is it, a perinatologist? I don't know, people that do like the ultrasounds that aren't just like regular, they're like super in detail, in depth, like high quality. So they would do it at 18 weeks, just to look out for that. So she did the referral, they called me, and scheduled an appointment for the ultrasound, and then scheduled an appointment for after that in case we needed to talk to a genetic counselor if anything showed up. So thankfully that was just a couple days after. I think it was like, I talked to my doctor on Monday and then we had the scan on Thursday. So after I got off the phone with my doctor, I cried. More so out of relief, because just hearing, like, I don't know, hearing the possibility, the slight possibility was scary, but then hearing that she didn't think it was anything was a huge relief too. And she also was also thinking, like, every time we go in, the baby measures a little bit bigger, like a day or two ahead of where it's at. So he's just growing fast, which was the case with my other two as well. And she said that they measure the proteins. Sorry, I'm like going up backwards in a tangent here, but I want to explain it. They measure the proteins for spina bifida, and like the bigger the baby is, the more proteins they give out. So if the baby is measuring a little bit big, but they're looking at a measurement or a protein measurement for a certain size, that's why it could have been over a little bit. True. Anyway, so we went to the scan a few days after that, and you know, she was just looking all around, making sure he had 10 fingers, 10 toes, kidney, heart, brain, everything looked wonderful. She looked at his spine and it was beautiful, thank God. I'm so, so grateful that everything turned out fine. I have some pictures here that I'll show you guys in a minute of the pictures that she took during the scan. He was sleeping at first while she started scanning, and then he woke up and he was such a thinker and he would not stop moving. So that was kind of funny. I got to see him. He had the hiccups. So you can kind of see him hiccuping. He kept pointing, which was funny. Oh, and also, it was our first time to see physically that he, in fact, is definitely a boy. So the blood testing that we did for that at 12 weeks was correct, and he is a boy. We're still deciding on his name, though. Let me know if you guys have any favorites. So yeah, the scan went great. After the lady did the ultrasound, the doctor came in and said, I don't see any signs of spina bifida. Your baby looks absolutely perfect. There was one little thing, there was a bright spot on his heart, which can be a marker for like Down syndrome, but she said because of all of our other testing that we've done and like all the other features that he has, like that's not a concern at all, he's fine. And what else? So he has the bright spot, which is fine, the spina bifida is fine. Yeah, just everything else, all those other features and everything is perfectly formed. And we couldn't get a really good shot of his face because he kind of like had his arms up like this a lot. But yeah, that was exciting. I was excited to get to see him a couple weeks earlier than we had initially anticipated. New buddy. Sorry for the cat. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. I actually need to call my doctor tomorrow and see. No. I don't want him to jump up where the camera's at. Knock it down. I need to call him and see if we're still going to do the scan, because we didn't have the 20-week scan scheduled until I'm like 21 and a half weeks, because my husband is gone this week and he wanted to be there. So no. So I'm going to call and see if we can still do that ultrasound, just because I'd like to get better pictures of him and kind of enjoy it a little bit more this time than being anxious and worried through the whole thing. No, we're playing the cats. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping that we can still do the ultrasound at our 21 and a half week appointment. Her appointments are like, my weeks change on Fridays, and her appointments for pregos are only on Tuesdays, so it's always like at the half. I'm always like, instead of the 16 week, it was like 16 and a half weeks. Anyway, not that that matters, but yeah, so that's pretty much everything that's been going on. I'm feeling it move so much now. Right, like in 19 weeks, 20 weeks is when like the movement just, it's like an all day now. Before I could just really feel him at night when I laid down, when he was active then, but now I feel him moving all throughout the day and night. Excuse me. So that's really fun and exciting, and my husband got to feel him move a couple weeks ago, and then the kids got to feel him, I think, a few days ago. So now you can see my belly moving from the outside just the tiniest bit. But if I sit there and stare at it long enough, then I can see it moving a little bit. So that's really fun and really exciting. We're trying to figure out his name. I think we have like 4 names that we're down to. So we'll see what happens with that. What else? I have gotten some of his stuff. If you haven't seen my other videos, we got the crib, we got the rocker. Next will be the dresser and something to fix up his closet. If you guys have any good recommendations on, like, his closet, there's like nothing in it. And I need like shelves and things in there, you know, to put all his baby stuff. But if you have any recommendations, let me know, because I want to fix that up. I have tons of stuff for him. I have another haul that I want to show you guys. I got a bunch of stuff. I got a bunch of stuff from Zulily, Target, where else? I don't know, somewhere else, maybe Amazon. So yeah, I'm going to show you that in another video coming up, so keep an eye out for that. And I think that's really all the update I have. There's just not a whole lot going on with me right now other than my belly growing and him kicking. Sorry, that's not much of an update, but okay, so since I'm showing you guys the pictures, I figure I'll show you guys my bump too. I am currently 20 weeks and, well, tomorrow will be 21 weeks, so 20 weeks and 6 days. So here's my bump. So here's the bump on the front of my shirt. And here's the bump without my shirt. There it is. All these stretch marks are just from my other kids previously. That's it. Here he is. Thank you guys so much for watching, and for always leaving sweet comments. Yeah, I think that's about it. We'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Again, I would love to have you, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. That really helps out my channel. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.